Okay, it's been a while since I've done a barbecue vlog, but we've got the sausages cooking up at the moment. It's always safe to use foil to keep it safe in case there's been any fires on the barbecue, even though we've cleaned it. Right. Russ brought up a good point today. Where's all the vloggers gone? Now, if you go back about 3 months ago, there was close to 120 of us vlogging in this community. I did do a count back then, it was close to 120. And they vanished quite literally off the face of the earth, most of them. And I could just name heaps, but I know people like Chris Meets Chris has gone back to product promotion. Just about every vlog he's got now, he's got a different camera. Nano was the last one I watched. And most of them, I think, some of them have gone back to work. The Joneses are still there, Carlos is still there, Russ is still there. Juji's still there, good old Julian. JD's been a little bit quiet, but I know JD, he'll be back. I've been a little bit quiet, but I've set up a typing channel so I can type very deep, creative, very hard to make videos, even though they don't look hard to make when I put them up. It takes me 3 days to compile the footage. I write a script for that channel. I don't write scripts here, I'm just talking off the cuff, but with the typing diaries, I write a script. I then go to ChatGPT and I put the script in and say, can you refine this? It refines it a little bit. Mostly it's punctuation that I'm getting wrong, because I've got to type it. I need it to be ready to be printed to Kindle. It's going to get printed into a book. And then I've got to film myself typing it. Then I've got to make a whole series of A-roll or B-roll clips that are 4 to 6 seconds long to put on it. So around 15 to 20 clips per minute. What I do is I use the editing software and I save the first video as a video. I then make a second video, save that, I overlay that over the first one. And yeah, the one I brought out today that I think is only about 2 minutes long took 3 days to go from writing the script, polishing the script, typing the script, and I only shot one lot of A-roll for it, and that was 2 doors leading to life in a sense. I'll put a link for that channel down below. It's staying really quiet. Why did I set up a second channel? This one is going to be focused on helping you mentally and creatively. I'm not sure it's ready for me to put on typing videos, even though they are very deep, philosophical, creative videos. But I don't know, I did toy with combining the two and not starting a new one, but I'm also keen to see how YouTube, this channel hit 11,800 subs this week, and for 3 days hasn't had a new sub, so maybe we've stopped growing. I'm not sure. I haven't been posting consistently, so that's half the problem, and you know the problem. I've been dealing with the Google AI trying to delete my channel, so I've been nervous to post because I don't want to lose what I got here. But yeah, Russ's point about where the vlogger's gone, like this video here, let's say I film it for 5 minutes, it will take, I do no editing to it, it'll go straight onto the computer. I will just basically save it. I could probably upload it straight to YouTube, but the files on here actually, I think, are 4 minutes each, so they compile the files. So I've got to open up an editor, compile the files, but I don't worry about editing any of it. Save it. Takes 10 minutes to export. Takes about 20 minutes to upload and process on YouTube. So this sort of video is an hour video from talking to going on, compared to 3 days when I get the typing videos. And the typing videos, I have a tripod going, I have lighting set up, I have cameras mounted above me, you know, I'm in a studio setting for that. And I'm using a today's one was a 1956 Typewriter, so it was the first time I'd used it too, and it was painful. A lot of creative muscles that you use on there. And barbecue smoking, stop talking for a second. All good in the world. But yeah, this sort of quick edit it's what people need to do. You know, Harley Mack might have been one of them. There's a couple that have got Mac in there. There was one that put me onto a walking app, and I can't remember his name now because it literally is 3 months since he's posted, and he posted 3 videos, and I got into an app, and then he disappeared. So I reckon we got a core of about 6 regular vloggers. Maybe the solution is they've put one out a month until they get their mojo back. I know putting them out daily, how do you like the smoke effect, you know? Don't pay for smoke machines to light up a barbecue. It is quite possible that it's the workload, you know. I'm working 60-hour weeks, 48 to 60 hours a week. And I found doing daily vlogs was reasonably easy, but if I'd had a really long day at work, or I'd had a, you know, consecutively 3 or 4 long days at work, it was tricky. As I said on a vlog 5 weeks ago, I'm taking Wegovy now to lose weight, and I'm down 10 kilos in 4 weeks. I'm in my 5th week now, and week 5, which finishes on Monday, they doubled the dose from the first 4 weeks, and this whole week I have been too sick to hold a camera. I have nausea, I can't keep my eyes open. Every side effect you can imagine I've got this week. Can't stomach food. So Wegovy works, but doctor said to me, when you start the higher dose you'll have a week of not feeling well. So 1 out of every 4 weeks I'm not going to feel like making videos, let alone getting out of bed. But Wegovy works, and I'm enjoying losing weight. Now, I don't want to talk about losing weight every day on here, because that's another no-no with the AI Google bot. But good thing with Russ is he's got people following him that don't necessarily follow me, or I don't necessarily follow them, is more the point. Because I saw some people who commented on his video today, and I thought, never heard of you, never heard of you, and I never heard of you, and that gave me 3 people to start following. And that's a key with this vlogging, you know. Go and look at the comments, then go and check who's commenting, and if you're not subbed to them, subscribe to them. You found another vlogger to follow, you know. I had an American contact me last week. My video that went up about 5 days ago came up on their recommended feed, and they'd never heard of me, even though I had, you know, 11,000 subs. I know it's coming up on recommended feed now, this channel, which is good. I've had people, even my barista saw me on a recommended feed the other day, his wife's recommended feed. So it is coming full circle, I suppose. YouTube have changed all their policies around for monetisation and new channels, so that's another reason I've started the Typewriter Diary. I want to test out all these little algorithm tricks that are floating around at the moment. And it's hard to do it on this channel, because this channel, you know, 1st of May was 340 odd subs or whatever it was then. It's 11,400 larger in just under 5 months, you know. It grew, it exploded, mostly off talking about the 3rd place and the Fonua video before YouTube blocked the video and then released the video so it could be watched again, and then 3 weeks later they blocked the video, and then they apologised again and they let the video come back out. That video, which I filmed standing on top of a bus shelter in Hobart, because and I shouldn't use Fonua in here either, but it created some headaches with the bot. It couldn't understand French for some reason. I don't know what the AI is. I only started using AI for the first time this week. I grew up watching Terminator movies back in the 1980s. You know, I'm not a huge fan of AI. I know what it can do in movies. But what's going on here, sausages? You know, at the back of my head, I have a problem with Wegovy, you lose your hair. You go over there. You go over there. There we go. Everybody happy in the sausage world. Right. Riveting stuff. I think ChatGPT is helpful, but extremely dangerous. Now, if you want to do your vlogs like you've set up a studio, was it Barry D that set up a studio? One of the Barrys, I follow about 5 Barrys, one of the Barrys set up a studio, went right through the process of making it, getting it all set up, and then stopped vlogging and basically deleted the channel, I think. But we've all got assets, we're all creative, you know. The strongest power in the world is the human brain's creative ability. And the easiest way to fuel creativity is with love, you know, passion. If you love doing something, you're passionate about doing something, you'll talk all day till the cows come home. And I'm an ultravert, which is a bit of an in-between an introvert and an extrovert. I like to walk my own path. I don't like large crowds and I don't like solitude. I mingle. And if you watch that video the other day that I put out of the Good Friends walk, you know, there's between 100 and 200 people at the walk. I don't talk to anybody in groups there, I talk to individuals, and that's my personality type. And when I'm vlogging, I don't talk to 11,800 subscribers here, I'm talking to you. And that's how I see it. That camera is one person, even though they could be watched by God knows how many people. And that's how I think of it. You know, when I'm looking at that lens, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at a crowd. When I've done uni lectures and public speaking, and I've done public speaking in front of big crowds, I don't look at the crowd. I pick one person out in the crowd and I talk to them. It's how I do public speaking, it's how I do vlogging. Right now I'm a bit preoccupied trying to make sure there's some wood over here that I repaired that's drying, and it keeps distracting me because it's dripping glue. And the smell of sausages is really distracting too. You don't feel hungry with a Govey, but that's working. Had fish and chips for the first time in 3 months this week. I got for about 4 chips and half a piece of fish, and I had to throw it out. I was sick. You can't eat high deep fried oil, high oil content food with this needle I take. But we all do punishing things to our bodies. Anyway, this is getting into a bit of a ramble. I just wanted to check in and say, look, I'm still here. I'll put a link down the bottom for the Typewriter diary. I will try and do a Sunday session tomorrow. It's Saturday at the moment. We're well out of sync with the barbecue. And also, stay safe. Find something you're passionate about. Talk about it as a vlog. You know, I'm passionate about photography. I'm passionate about making videos. I'm passionate about barbecues. I don't have any qualifications in any of that, but I'm just passionate about it. All right, stay safe, guys.